Hello, and welcome to Fanboy Reviews, and today I shall be reviewing the WWE Elite Series 29 Andre the Giant figure. I have decided to review some wrestling figures which I've had in my possession for a long time. Decided that if I've reviewed all of my NECA figures, it's time to move on to these guys. I love WWE, I love wrestling, so you'll be seeing plenty of these reviews popping up. So this is the Elite Series, Series 29, Andre the Giant figure. The figure features a removable hairpiece, and removable singlet. So, let's start off with the articulation. There's a ball jointed head. Here. Ball jointed arms. 360 degrees rotation. Bending at the elbow, and forehand articulation, including rotation and wrist movement. As with all Elite figures, you can move back and forth there, using this stomach joint, piece of articulation there, which is always good to have. The legs also are ball jointed, able to stretch out. The knees have two separate articulation, which is another difference between Elite Series figures and Basic Series figures. And then finally we have the boot, which rotates, and the foot, which bends forward and back slightly. So this is Andre the Giant, perhaps one of my favourite wrestlers of all time. Long since passed away, however, he remains one of the most famous and respected legendary WWE superstars of all time. And to be honest, this is one of the most legendary, captivating and well-respected figures I've seen from the Elite Series. It is brilliant. I'm going to remove the hairpiece here to reveal his second sort of look, which is his short hair, which I prefer, to be perfectly honest. I don't really think his sort of afro suited him. This piece, by the way, is made out of rubber. It's nice, easily applicable, like that. However, it does look a bit oddly shaped, I must admit, as you can probably see. Yep, he's a green. There we go. And he also has this singlet, which I'm not going to bother to remove. However, underneath he is wearing his just plain blue trunks. Like so. So here, basically, we get several attires, several versions of Andre. We get his afro version with or without singlet, and his short-haired version with or without singlet. I really should have done this, but I haven't. I was going to get a normal, average height wrestling figure and compare it to him, but I forgot. But, yep, he is to scale. He is much taller. Head and shoulders above other figures. That's for sure. Yeah, because in real life he was about 7'4", so he's massive, and in the figure world he is massive as well. His, obviously, body shape is realistic. It is massive. Big, chunky, but nonetheless terrifying. So I'll start off with the details, starting with his face, which does look spectacular. It looks a lot like Andre. His hair is brilliantly well done. Looks like his actual hair did. And he's got a very large face, compared to most other figures, and he's got sort of that sort of calm smile he always had, because he knew he was about to decimate his opponent. He's got massive broad shoulders, massive arms, huge tree trunk-like legs, and awesome black boots. Very big. And obviously there is trademark high boots which reached up there. And his singlet is made of felt material. And you do take it off, like so. Quite simple actually, I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. Just slide it out, and then there you get this Andre. I'm not a huge fan of having him like this, because the joints are very visible with this figure. Especially his knees from the back, they look very heavily jointed. So I much prefer to have him in his singlet, which to be honest is his more iconic attire anyway. However, again, this is a sturdy look for Andre. They've got a good body shape. Of course, his nose is not completely muscle riddled, but he is huge and remained undefeated for 15 years. Which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. His range of movement is spectacular. I always rate the figures mainly on their range of movement, because that's the important thing. If you do play with your figures, then it is important their range of movement, the capability of doing textbook moves like a big boot, etc. And of course he isn't one of those athletic wrestlers, so he's not going to have massive, impeccable articulation. However, he's sturdy, he's brilliant, he looks fantastic, he could be the pride of my collection any day. He's brilliant. I'm a huge fan of this figure. I'm a huge fan of WWE and the Elite Mattel series of figures. And don't worry, there's plenty more wrestling figures where this one came from. Well, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you see the rest of my videos. Please subscribe, comment, like my videos. Every single like, comment and subscriber means a lot to me, so feel free to do any of those. However, if you just want to sit back, relax, I thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.